Magic and fix a narcissist.
What's up, guys? Johnny Con here, aka Not Such a Conqueror. Today, I wanted to talk about magic cannot fix a narcissist. So, yeah, guys. Up until recently, I had a very close friend, a slash mentor, really, who taught me a lot about the craft. And this person I always considered very strong in what he does, with his magic or whatever. I considered him a top guy. And we developed a friendship. Unfortunately, as time went by, I just realized that he was doing certain things, maybe not consciously, but let's just say maybe like I'd be talking on the phone with him. And this just didn't happen once. This is a pattern. So if this happens once, this doesn't mean that your friend is a narcissist right away. Maybe even 2 times, maybe even 3. It doesn't mean that they're a narcissist. But this guy, over and over and over again, with conversations on the phone, would basically yap for about an hour, until I eventually realized 95% of the conversation is him and me, like, barely being able to put in a word, and because I thought, oh, he's just lonely, or I thought that he needs help or whatever, that I was letting him do that. But that's not good. This person, I realized, this guy, he's draining the vampire. What the fuck? I thought I was a vampire here. But I'm all like, how come I feel so fucking tired at the end of the conversations? I feel so fucking drained. Why do I dread seeing his name pop up on my phone? That's because that's your body's way of telling you that this person is no good for you. They're a narcissist. And eventually I told him, look, I just don't like talking on the phone that much, right? So he did back away for a minute. Either that, or I just started putting my foot down a little bit more in future conversations and telling him, hey, I gotta go, bye. And just, cutting the conversation shorter. Okay. So, we became friends again. Everything was cool. Again, I consider this guy really powerful. Top at what he does. With the left-hand path. Very good at fucking spells. Very good at hexing or whatever. And what happened was, I would be busy and I wouldn't be able to pick up the phone. And I started seeing like missing phone calls, sometimes 5, 7. I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And I would block him when he did this. But very, very recently, right, there was like 10 missing phone calls. And I sent him a message. I told him, bro, I'm busy. I'll hit you back up ASAP. Almost like the following minute, get phone calls again, get a dumbass meme. And I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm all like, this guy is probably trying to get a reaction out of me, or what's up, So, I mean, a true friend doesn't try to gaslight you like that. So, I've blocked him. No matter how fucking good he was at what he does, hexing or whatever, nothing gives anybody an excuse to think that they have the authority to come in on my time, in my space, crossing my boundaries like that. I don't know what gave this guy that idea. So anyways, I blocked him, and I have little consideration of ever, like, letting him back into the fold, really. I honestly do. But yeah, guys, magic can't fix a narcissistic or a fucked up personality, or whatever the hell he was. I don't even know, to be honest. Again, this guy is top of his class. I consider him a badass, a fucking left-hand path black belt. But at the same time, there was something internal that he had, This man never did the shadow work. He never tried to understand himself on a deep level, or self-consciousness, Sometimes not everything is being able to be fixed with magic, For example, Sometimes you gotta realize it doesn't matter how many fucking love spells you put on that person is not good for you, you know? And that's something that this person doesn't realize. You know, I mean, I don't like being told no either. You know, I don't like people telling me, oh, you shouldn't work that person or whatever, you know. You know, I don't like that either. But at the same time, I have a little bit of self-awareness or knowing when I'm being an annoying son of a bitch. You know, this guy doesn't. But yeah, guys, you know, sometimes you got to do some self-reflecting, and that will save you sometimes on magic. You know, you'll realize that situation or person wasn't worth it, you know. But other than that, you should do whatever the fuck you want to do, you know. But just know that if you act a certain way sometimes, you show weakness towards your friends or something, you know, it's gonna show. You know, it's gonna show. All right? That's just a little something I wanted to share with you guys tonight, all right? Thank you for listening to my TikTok and YouTube. This is Not Such a Conqueror. Be sure to add me on YouTube as well under Not Such a Conqueror, all right? Thank you. Peace.